Hey you guys, it's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today is 5 years and 6 days of my ketogenic journey, or like 1,832 days of my ketogenic journey. Anyway, it's been a good day so far. Yesterday was a pretty good day. Gonna get into it with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell if you want to follow a daily ketogenic journey of somebody who has a very active and insane life that's completely different from 5 years and 6 days ago. Anyway, it's time to rant, rave, and misbehave, Keto Diamond style. Right. Oh, you want that?
Your hat's over here, baby. Somebody pulled the switch and I finally got to see like fire truck.
Okay.
But I haven't got to see this yet. How cool is it?
Anthony's over there being quiet.
Isn't that awesome?
Anthony, you like the fire truck?
Yeah.
But we got access to a whole lot more.
You like the fire truck? Check it out. Ain't it cool?
Little firefighter.
Get a little closer, Corey, for him.
Oh, sorry.
Turn around, baby. I'm just videoing him.
We got the stuff built right on the scene.
Oh, wow.
Still followed back up.
He likes the Chevrolet hat. Okay. Okay, it's fine.
I asked him if he wanted to switch hats with me, and he said no.
That's full of oxygen for us. That way we can breathe.
What?
Well, good to know.
I think he should.
Alright, you guys, so last night, okay, first of all, let me just tell you, for some reason, YouTube or my Wi-Fi, something is being a pain in the rear end when it comes to uploading videos. It's taken hours now, and it usually takes 10-15 minutes. Sometimes it still only takes 10-15 minutes, and then sometimes it takes hours. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to try to get the video filmed a little bit earlier and get it uploaded, but on my work weekends, I can't film early, so we'll just have to see how that goes. You might end up getting them by morning. We'll just see how it goes. But anyway, yesterday. So yesterday was I started out very well on my ketogenic day, had ketogenic food, and then later in the afternoon, we went, me, Corey, Destiny, Little Brian, Anthony, Zach, Athena, and Big Brian, all went to a little festival in town. I think it was like a first responders, I don't even know what to call it. Basically kind of getting to know your first responders. That's what it seemed like anyway. They had a lot of officers out there, multiple different fire departments out there, and EMTs out there. And it was really, really cool. They gave the children, because there was multiple units and stuff out there, they all had different fire hats, like many different fire hats. They all got to see the fire trucks and check them out. And the fireman took his time showing each kid, you know, this, that, and the other about the truck. They answered questions, gave out free bottles of water. They had free food, free popcorn, free whistles. I got a couple whistles. Actually, I wanted those because we go into the mountains a lot and I can't scream. You know how you have those dreams about screaming and no sound comes out? Well, when I scream, no sound really comes out. It's just all broken noise. So, you know, it's kind of weird. But I've also heard that whistles travel better in the mountains. So if you happen to get lost, you want a whistle with you. And I thought, you know, that's not a hard thing to carry with you when you're going into the mountains. So, you know, just something around your neck. We go walking and hiking a lot, and hopefully nothing like that ever happens, and we just stay on the trails. But you never know when you might get a little lost. It might get a little dark. Who knows what could happen? So, you know, I mean, a lot of things have happened that people didn't plan on happening. So I've actually been getting ready to order some whistles, but they gave us some up there. And that was awesome. All the kids got several coloring books, crayons, all kinds of different little baggies with different little treats in it. They had little glow sticks they handed out, sticker badges. And the one thing they had for sale, I had to buy. I had to buy it. If you see it, it's a fireman holding up a child. Let's see, I don't know if I can turn it where you can see it good, but it's a shirt for a Burn Children's Fund, which of course is a good fundraiser. So it was a $20 shirt, and I happily paid it because, for one, I like the shirt. I think it's really neat, and I love what it stands for, and that they get to help those people, help children especially. For one, that is a horrible thing to go through, and nobody should have to. I mean, there's a lot of horrible things, let's face it, and you know, I heard about the floods in Kentucky and all this stuff, and I hope you're in these areas, you are safe. I would have no way of knowing if you weren't, or you know what you went through, but I hope everybody out there, no matter where you're at, what's going on, you're safe. That's what I hope, and your children and grandchildren are safe. So yeah, but I really liked it. I had to have it, so it made me feel good to get. And you'll probably see it quite a bit because it's actually really comfortable. It's great thin material. It's soft. Like, yeah, perfect. Right size and all that good stuff. So, you know, it's great. If you see it a lot. For one, I'm proud of it. And for two, it's a good charity to put out there. And for three, it's comfy. Really soft. So, awesome. But anyway, we went to this place. And it was really neat. They had like a little sprinkler. They had a bounce house for the kids to play in. A couple canine officers were out there where you could actually pet their dogs. I really don't know that these were canine officer dogs, though. They might have been. They looked like they were German Shepherds, but they were all black. And you could pet them, and I didn't think you could, you know, pet police officer dogs. So, I don't really know. Plus, one woman was walking around with her pet snake. Zach pet it. I did not. Some kind of python, small one, just fit around her wrist. Destiny held it. I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good, bro. Snakes are not pets. If you have a snake as a pet, more power to you, but snakes are not pets. Neither are spiders, okay? I'm good. Mice are not pets either. You just happen to have them. Unless you have cats, which is the only reason I have cats, because we live out in the country. Anyway, while we were there, Zach got him a bag of popcorn. Wanted to bounce in the bounce house. Here, Mama, hold this. I literally had like tons of stuff. And I don't know, something happened. Before I knew it, I was wrist deep in that popcorn. It didn't turn out too bad. I didn't eat too badly. I don't really think anything changed. So, I mean, I'll show you my weigh-ins in a minute. But I just want to be very honest with you. I got into the popcorn. All up into the popcorn. What stopped me? Y'all want to know what stopped me? And what I really paid attention to? I ate a piece that tasted like a stink bug. Sorry about that, y'all. So, I've talked to my mom probably 4 hours on the phone today. She literally lives 50 yards away. It's probably a good thing, though. I was able to help her with a couple of medical issues, medication issues, and then she just called me about my aunt. One of my aunts, her white blood cell count is high, and she's in the hospital. I said, well, it's an infection, an indication of it. I'm glad I can help, but I can't really help. You know what I mean? I can give information, but that's all I know. Which, again, not a bad thing. It's always good to be able to help friends, family, and everybody as much as you can anyway. Information, I got. Being able to force you or me to do right, I cannot. That used to be one of the primary email questions I get. How do you stick to it? Hell, I don't know. You just try. You keep doing it. Keep making your next mojito. You mess up, do it again. Mess up, try it again. Keep on going. Keep pushing. Maybe it'll stick. That's the only advice I got. Now, my daughter, she actually went to the doctor yesterday because of her weight. You know, she knows how to do keto. She understands keto. She's used it to lose over 50 pounds in the past. So she knows it works, but she has a hard time sticking to it. So she wanted medical advice, and I'm all for that. They're sending you to some kind of place. I don't know what the place is called, but apparently the place, you know, you go in a couple times a week. They do like a medical check-in, weigh-in kind of deal. They counsel you through it, talk you through things. The only thing I don't like is that it said that obesity is a disease. It's not a disease. It also said that obesity is not a choice. It is not a choice. I do not believe obesity is a choice. I do not believe obesity is a disease. I believe obesity is a lack of knowledge from childhood through on. If I had known what I know now, I never would have been overweight. If somebody had taught me what I know about foods now, there's no way I'd ever gain that much weight. And it's asinine, absolutely asinine to think that doctors and scientists do not know that you do not need to eat that much damn sugar, that they do not know that you do not need to eat that many carbohydrates, that you do not need that much bread, that much pasta, that much anything. That it's asinine for them to say, oh, you need some potassium, eat a banana, knowing that a banana is chock full of sugar and that is unhealthy for you, when you can eat avocado or many other things that's chock full of potassium, like fish, like a chicken breast, like cow meat. So those things are really asinine. And I guess saying eat a banana is easier because most people have no problem eating a banana, but it's harmful. It's very harmful to the body. Those fake sugars or real sugars or even sugars in fruit, not good for you. Any kind of sugar is not good for you. It's hard to stick to. You know, you guys, if you've been watching me for a minute, you know I struggle. You know I am not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I fall flat on my face quite frequently. I get back up, I dust myself off. When you fall in the mud hole, you don't stay in the mud hole. You get up, take a shower, and keep on going, right? It happens. It is not the end of the world if you effed up today and had a piece of cake. Take your shower, move on, okay? Just you fell in the mud, get on up, go on, get cleaned off, and keep on going. It's not the end of the world. You did not undo all your results. Even if you gained 50 pounds back. Let's say you've lost 50 pounds and you gained 60. You still haven't undone all your results. And I know you might be like, yeah, you did, plus you went 10 pounds back. No, because this time you're armed with knowledge and you know how to do it. You just have to do it. Knowledge really is power. It really is power over your own mind, your own heart, and your own body, your own soul. Knowing what things do to you, and I don't even know if I finished this thought the other day, but I was talking to you guys about that. It is one thing to not know something and do something. It's one thing to not know just how bad a piece of pie after every meal is for you and have a piece of pie. It's one thing to know and have that piece of pie. One is your fault, one is not. See, if you know what the piece of pie after every meal does and you choose to do it, that's your fault and your decision. And you know what? I'm not mad at you for it because at least you know about it. The other one, having a piece of pie after every meal, but not knowing what it's doing to you, that is not your fault. Which means, again, obesity is not a choice. It's not a decision. It's not a disease. It causes disease, but it's not a disease. It's something, it's a lack of knowledge, that's all. It's a lack of something that we were taught about as children. Had I known what I know now, when I was 15, 16 years old in health class or whatever, my life would have been extremely different. And my children's life would have been extremely different. You see, Corey would have been raised a different type of way. I would not have had as much sugar and stuff in the house. I would not have fed her a diet of fast food, which is what my mom fed me. Again, she was a foster kid. She didn't know how to cook, but she did the best she could. My dad could cook, and when he wasn't at work, he did throw down. But he worked sun up to sundown almost every single day in the heat. So when he got home, he was tired. He was hot. He didn't want to do nothing else. I don't blame him because I just do that 3 days a week and I think I'm dying. So, you know, he worked hard. And again, she knew how to cook very little. Now, the things she was good at, like barbecue chicken, she could make the hell out of that. But that was some sweet stuff, y'all. It was good, but it was shake and bake, old school barbecue. Not the new school shake and bake. The old school. It was chock full of sugar. I know it was because it was good. It was sweet barbecue chicken. I mean, so the things she could cook, she was really good at cooking, but she couldn't really cook that much. So there was microwavable pizzas, pizza pockets, hot pockets, a lot of fast food. That's what I was raised on. That's what I raised my children on. I did not know any better. I did not teach them any better. Now, once I started keto, both of my children came completely off sugar sodas. So they were both drinking like Mountain Dews and regular Dr. Peppers and stuff like that. And once I started talking to them a little bit about sugary drinks, the sugary drinks went out the window completely. They're gone. I mean, I haven't seen either one of them drink a sugar-loaded drink. Now, Corey says on occasion she'll get like a regular Dr. Pepper in a can. My son, on occasion, he says he'll get a regular Monster energy drink. But for the vast majority, they got rid of the sugary drinks. And I'll take that victory. But had I known, had I been able to raise them a certain type of way from knowledge, things would have been vastly different. And some of you are young parents, young grandparents, you know now how bad certain things are. Or you can look them up. You have information galore right here at your fingertips. Now I know some of that information is skewed and backwards and still some of the old information on here. But if you really dig deeper than the surface, you'll find it. I've got a list on KetoDiamond.com, a mile long, that you can feed you and your family, and you'll be much better off. There's reasons for things you don't eat sitting over there too. So if you need to know what not to eat, I've got a list of that, not to eat stuff too, and why you don't eat them. So knowledge is power. You now have knowledge. You're armed with more knowledge, and you can make your own decisions. And again, if you choose on occasion to get you a donut, I ain't gonna argue with you, because you now know. You now understand. It's a difference between the lack of knowledge and having that knowledge, and the way you present yourself and can do for the rest of your life. I wish like hell I had known about this when I was a teenager or younger. When I was a kid, my mom said I would not eat candy. I give all my candy to everybody else, and I would eat like fruits and vegetables, and I was perfectly happy with it. But she got mad at me one time, and she regrets this now, you know, as she's gotten older. But she said, "Don't you give your candy away, you give it to me." So I stopped eating all the fruits and vegetables because I had a ton of candy, because a place we went, I don't remember where it was, but you'd have a couple apples and oranges in a bag, and then at the bottom of the bag would be like a bunch of different candies. So I would trade my friends for their apples and oranges and give them all the candy. Now, like I said, she feels bad for it now that she's gotten older, so I wish I'd just let you eat the damn fruits. And of course, I just told you, you know, fruits, sugar and fruits are not necessarily good for you. Sugary fruit juices are not good for you. But it was still better for me than all the candy that I initially did not want and then ended up eating the hell out of. And I swear I gained most of my weight on regular Dr. Peppers and regular Mountain Dews when I was younger, because I didn't know. I mean, I knew. But then you would also hear, diet drinks are just as bad as sugary drinks. Might as well drink the diet ones. I mean, the sugary ones. Might as well have the regular ones. I remember hearing that. And somebody even told my mom that. She's like, well, they told me that diet drinks were bad for me and I should just drink regular Dr. Pepper. I said, well, they're full of shit. You put that down right now and you pick up that diet Dr. Pepper. Huh. It might not be perfect for you, but it damn sure ain't what's causing your diabetes, okay? So, yeah, you've had that for 20 years. Let's try something different. Speaking of that, Dr. Pepper. But anyway, oh, keto. What did I do yesterday? Did I record everything? I don't think I did. But I know, I think once the popcorn happened, I got a little bit discouraged and just said screw it. I didn't say screw it about everything. I just didn't record anything else. So that's what I did wrong yesterday. I think I recorded my first meal. Anything I recorded will be in between. But then I had my first meal, which I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was scrambled egg, ham, cheese on half a St. Joseph's wrap, and then some popcorn, about a little tiny brown baggie full. I just didn't even mean to. I was just numbing on it mindlessly. And I was like, it tastes like steak bug. Oh God, why am I eating popcorn? I did it though. My fault. It's hard to have something like that in your hand walking around with it at a festival and just not eat it, right? So I did it. Then later I had beef, salsa. I think I did have a little bit of sour cream in my beef. Now, I'll say this because a lot of people think sour cream is keto friendly. For some people it is. But if you have any kind of issues with milk, you have issues with sour cream too. Okay? I have lactose issues. Eating sour cream will stall me out on keto regardless of what I do. I tried it a lot because I love sour cream. I love sour cream. I love French onion dip. I love a lot of stuff that's creamy, but I can't have it. It messes me up every time. So be mindful if you're using sour cream and you're stalled. That could be the culprit. Maybe something else, but it could be the culprit. So just take it out for a little bit, see what happens. Oh, and that is another thing you can do. And I don't think I've talked about this a lot lately because, I mean, I haven't been doing so good. But if you are doing strict keto and you are stalled, take one thing out of your diet that could be it. Leave it out for a week or two. See if there's any changes if you start to drop. Let's say you're putting almond milk in your coffee. Try coconut milk for a little while. By the way, coconut milk, unsweetened, is very, very creamy. You get it on the international foods aisle with all the Chinese food. It's at our Walmart. It's on the very bottom shelf. It's in a little carton thing. It's expensive, but what's not anymore. So, and you don't really use that much in your coffee, so it lasts me a good week or two. But try coconut milk instead of almond milk, because almond milk does have lectins and different stuff in it. So it might not work out for you. It might be very bad for you, in fact. Cream is very bad for you, even half and half. So take one thing out and do without that for a little bit. And if that doesn't work, you can add that back in and then take something else out. So it's like, don't want to call it divide and conquer. That's not the word. There is a term for that. My mind went blank. So anyway, just want y'all to know that. I'm going to go ahead and show you my weigh-ins. Here we go. Tuesday morning. Oh, there we go. 172.8. Noon breakfast, ham, egg, and cheese on a overly crunchy St. Joseph's wrap. So I've got I'm going to have 2 McDoubles with no bread. Anthony wanted something to eat. Corey's in the doctor's office, so I figured, why not? It's Tuesday morning, 172.8. So I've already finished the video, but I almost forgot, and I wanted to tell you guys because it's quite amazing for me. Quite amazing. And it might be also one reason why I stayed the same and didn't go up. I got over 9.5 hours of sleep last night. For those of you who are new here, they're like, yeah, lazy? No, usually I get 4, 5, 3, 6 hours of sleep every night. Every night. It is like no exceptions. There will be 1 or 2 nights every couple of months that I'll get 7 hours of sleep. So getting 9.5 hours of sleep, miracle. Oh. I can't really remember if that's down. That might be the exact same, or it might be down. But I didn't look. I recorded it yesterday, I recorded it this morning. It's like, okay, and I'll just do a video. So, but I remember not being disappointed with my weigh-in. So whatever it was either the same or down, and it's good. So that's fine. It was only about this much popcorn. I am not advocating for you to eat popcorn. That was me being a dum-dum and effing up. So yeah, don't do that. But luckily it didn't hurt anything. And I'm just going to keep on trucking. I fell in the mud just a little bit. No, I didn't fall in the mud. Yesterday I got my flip-flop stuck in the mud. I pulled it out. I washed it off. We kept going. Not really. Not literally. You get the point. Anyway, guys and dolls, if you need help with your keto journey, your girl's here. Contact information is below. If you'd like to support the channel, those things are greatly appreciated. Down below in the description, there's some pretty cool things you can get too at a discount, but you don't really have to have them. But if you want to try some of them, why not get a discount on them? Okay, so much love, many prayers. Bye, y'all.